What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, okay. What's up? It's Noah Neves. Today we're gonna do another quick one. Today's June 3rd, Wednesday, 2015, and continuing to work on As a Kid. This time I'm gonna do more of the verse, and as you can see, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna go over the compression and EQ in a second. But as you can see, it's just the verse and the verse dubs. Or the over it could be whatever. I mean, the punches usually, or just important parts of the verse. It could be anything though. It could be your ad libs. I just have one track. Sometimes I do two. Sometimes people do two, or one, or you can do three. You can do as much as you want. One thing you gotta be careful is make sure you avoid getting too cluttered. I found out that I just like to use one track and keep it simple. And then I'll adjust this if anything. I'll even cut some out if anything, if it doesn't sound alright or whatever. And just one, so I can focus on that one and make it sound really good, rather than you have like 5 or 6 tracks layered over it, and they're all just doing whatever, and you don't really know how to. It's gonna take a long time to mix and everything, and it's probably gonna sound bad. Usually, try to keep it simple. That's the number one rule usually. So yeah, I drew in some automation for the verse, and so I'll just do it again to show you what I usually do. So set it to right, and then so it's about 19 dB, and then just move the fader, and then ride the beat, or the vocal, I mean. So then after that, adjust that, click it to read, and then it's gonna read the curve you just did. And drawing with the fader, I found, is a little bit easier than drawing with the dots. The dots just kind of make it too visual. You want to be listening and feeling, and move with the fader. So now this curve is how the fader is gonna go up and down with it. I want to go a little bit louder there. It's like one thing. Just kind of feel it. Take a look at the compressor on the main vocal. You want a certain amount of thickness in it. You're also going to have to measure it against the beat and not do it solo. I'm just doing this solo right now so you can hear what the compressor working and me doing the different, adjusting different parameters. So I always make sure you turn that off gain. I'll just crank this gain up. I'll try not to usually touch the input gain. And then adjust the threshold. I usually leave ratio at 2, honestly, a lot of the time. I might change it, I don't know, but I can't hear it usually, so I'll just do whatever. I mean, I think you want to use a higher ratio setting. Maybe if you're rapping, usually I just leave it to it and it's fine. Maybe you're using the drums or something else, you might be adjusting the ratio. But for vocals, 2 is usually good. I've heard people like go up to like 4. But I think maybe any more than that is somewhere you don't want to be going. So like past like 5 or 6 is probably a little bit too much. Microphone, get your own, feeling blown in that zone. Different phone, leave me alone. We ain't bout that shit no more. Dirt, po, drop it low. Wait till you see what I got in store. Weed, coke, Al Capone, vibing to my latest book. But as you see, as I move my fader, it's not gonna be adjusting it correctly, because when you click somewhere else, it's gonna just go back to whatever your set automation curve is. So like, even though I was adjusting the fader for this track, yeah, it's not really gonna, it's just gonna switch back anyway. But for this track, since it doesn't have the automation curve for the volume, you can still kind of mess with it or whatever. And if you want to switch it to right. That's what you want to do, or read. So just leave it at read for now, or just leave it off because you're not doing anything with it. But you can infinitely like go in and chop up both of these tracks and do whatever. But for the purpose of this track, I wanted to keep it super simple, and it's just nice and clean like that, with the 2 tracks like that, and not too much delay throws and not too much crazy stuff. I think I have a little bit of delay. I'm not even sure. I don't even have delay on it, so it's just straight a little bit of reverb. That's it. And reverb set pretty low as well, 20 around there. And I'll pull it back more. You really don't want too much reverb. You want to keep it clean, and leave headroom and all that stuff too. Okay. Also, I'm kind of mixing like my house, so I try not to blast it all the time, and it's kind of good for your hearing not to be blasting it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And you know, miss compressor, EQ a little bit how I just did, reverb, keep the reverb low, and you'll be on your way to some nice clean mixes. That also, just moving the pre-delay moves the reverb kind of away from your vocal, and it gives it more space too. If you kind of had to look, if you cut down the pre-delay and make it smaller, it's going to be right there with the vocal, and kind of like, because the first reflections basically the idea is. And that's like when it's all about reverb. You gotta go read up all about reverb and everything if you want to know the exact details. But so the more higher you put this, the more spaced out it would be like that. And you'll hear the first reflection is really late. I also like redid the hooks for the vocals from the last video yesterday, and I held out all the rap. I held that shit out, kind of. Sounds a little bit different, so yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep mixing this track. It's gonna be out pretty soon. I'm just keep grinding, and that's, you want to really focus on your tracks and really put a lot of hours into it. Keep focusing on the whatever tracks you're doing, and try not to spread yourself too thin, and focus on that one, and then just make it super dope. So when it's done and everybody hears it, it's just crazy, and they're like, yeah, it sounds sick. But yeah, okay, that's it for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out all the music. Go to soundcloud.com/NoahNeves. Go check out all the SoundCloud. Go press play, press like, all that stuff. Follow on all the social media and everything. I'm gonna keep coming more videos. I'm trying to get more complex, but it's really just me doing this. So I'm gonna try to actually get some more people involved. We're gonna be doing some work. Also, if you want to be a part of it, please comment below or anything. I'm always down to do collabs with YouTube people, and yeah, always down to do work too as far as music. My email is noahan@yahoo.com. Make sure you hit me up. But yeah, Hope they like that video. Make sure to check everything else again. All right, until next time. It's another mixing session from Noah Naves. Peace.